What's going on, everybody? This is Terrence Gibson. Welcome you to my Bitcoin Broke Man's Plan. Bitcoin Broke Man's Plan. What I use is a high yield, medium yield investment company, and I transfer the money from there to a lower yield investment company. One you don't really have to worry about. So the two companies I use are Chain Group and Bitconnect. Bitconnect we know is not going anywhere. Chain Group is doing an excellent job, but it's subject to go somewhere, if it ever goes. So what I did is I invested $500 and I kept reinvesting until I got to $1,000. And I figured when I got to $1,000, which I hit 2 days ago, because last night I did my first transfer to Bitconnect, and I'm about to show you that actually is right here. My first transfer of $21.90. So I'm getting this every day for the next 180 days. That's how long the loan lasts. And I use Dragon. That's the one I like the most out of the three. Let me just go ahead and show you real quick what I use through Chain Group. BitStrong today has the biggest return, 2.69, but it's all over the place like a roller coaster. I don't have time for that. Xbox is another one that's like a roller coaster. But Dragon is constantly over 2%. It's a roller coaster, but it's a roller coaster over 2%, and I love it. So I have Dragon, and right here it says compounding is not. It says is impossible, but that's not true. You only can invest $10. So everything that you get from here that's more than $10, you reinvest it from your wallet. So I've been getting more than $10 every day. So now I'm in the 20s, so I definitely could just keep reinvesting and keep on going. But now it's time for me to take this out for the next 180 days, which is 6 months. I'm going to take this money out and I'm going to transfer it over to Bitconnect. So I showed you through my history. You can see I took out the $21.90. It only cost me 11 cents to do this transfer. So I transferred it straight from Chain Group to Bitconnect. I didn't send it to Coinbase or anything else like that. Straight from there to here, and you can see it right here where it came in last night. Even though it says 10:20, but it was my night, but their day. And this came in from Chain Group to here. So what I'm doing now is I'm letting it build up over here so I can keep just doing $100 loans. So at this point in time, let's see if I'm at copy. This is my money in Bitcoin. Come over here. Paste it. 33.49. And it goes up and down depending on what Bitcoin actually is right now. So Bitcoin is actually 5,995. I don't know this thing needs to be updated seriously. There we go. It's a little closer now. So let's go ahead and put that number in there. So that's the blessing of it going up, that it went up too. So 35.73. So it's actually $20 more in this, but right now I'm not going to play back and forth with this thing. So right now we'll just go off of here, 35.73 in my Bitconnect account, and I just gained $5.05. And then I also have loans that I already have that's accumulating under my lending wallet. So tonight my next percent, which is, let's go to that real quick. I think it's 0.86. Yeah, I'm sure it's 0.86. I looked at it earlier. 0.86. 0.87. Okay, went up a little bit. So tonight I'll be getting 0.87. If you notice on yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute. If you notice on, let's go back. Okay, so you see I'm doing $100 loans. Go back to this real quick. $100 loans while I got it up. 299 days. I'll get the $100 back at the end of 299, but I'll get interest off each $100 loan all the way to 299. So what I'm trying to do is get enough interest to come back so I can start making $1,000 loans. That's when you start getting this extra 1.1%. But really where you want to start at is $10,000. If you have just $10,000 to start off, that's awesome. But right now I'm starting off with the broke man's plan. I'm starting with the guy that don't have too much money in his pocket, and I'm helping him get to where he needs to be. Because Bitconnect is not going anywhere. Alright, so let me get out of this. Go back to transaction. And how you can tell what you're waiting on is because right over here on the corner, yesterday was the 0.16. So that was already gone. So my next, because remember, my night is going to be the 21st for them. So on the 21st is when I get, my money starts going into the 0.87. So I'll get that tonight, and it should take this $5 past $10. And then I'll have $10 here. And tonight I'll also get 20-something more dollars from here. So that'll put me at about, saying that's about $35. What did I say? 35. That'll put me at 60, 70. So I say by tomorrow night, I'll be ready to do my first $100 loan. And I'd rather start all before I do it just to show you how it's being done before I even get into it. And these are all my interests that I'm getting on the $10 that I've been. So I have my, this is the easy way to figure it out, how many loans you're actually doing on a day. Because you look for the one that paid out the most. Okay, here we go. $230 is what I first invested in Bitconnect. And then every time I did another $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I got 12 $10. That one $230. And then, and I started on, well, no, this is not going to show you when I started. But that's what I have working for me right now. And each of these lasts for 299 days. So let's go back over to this screen, because this is what I want to. This is what I want to get to. Remember again, this is the same screen that shows you your percentage that you're getting for that night. This is where you go to and you figure out for the last 30 days it's been 0.84%, because Bitcoin's been up in there, but it's going up now, so it's going to be crazy. Last 6 months is 0.93%. Last 7 days it's only been 0.77%. We're going to go off the lowest it ever was. And remember I told you about that $10,000. This is the aim, to be able to put this loan in. And you do 120 days on the $10,000. That we learned on that last screen over here. We'll go back to it real quick. Click Limbic, Bitconnect. Click on this. Well, you don't have to click. It's right here. So $10,010 gets you your $10,010 back on that 120th day, and you draw interest the whole time. The whole time. So 120 days, 10,010. We doing it on the worst day, and we calculate. Remember that 0.25 that it showed you over here? That's where that came from, 0.25. You get this 0.25 every day, regardless of what the interest rate is. So everything we get here that don't have a loan within this category, they get this extra added on. And you get your money back in a faster period. So 4 months is usually 120 days is 4 months. So I calculated it. You make $12,252 in interest, but you get $22,262 back. Because remember, you get that $10,010 back and a lump sum on your 120th day, and between there is interest. But it gets better. This is the straight amount you would get if you don't compound. If you compound, that's a whole nother number. That's a whole nother number. Let me see here on my other screen. Give me about 2 seconds. Have my compounding software. See if I can put it on here real quick. Compounding on, what's that, 77? We'll just say 1.2? 1.2? Let's see, 1.2%. Alright, I'm going to drag Drag this over to the screen real quick. It's acting a little slow because I got this camera rolling. Alright. So right here is your compounding calculator. So say that you put the $10,010 and you keep compounding. Your daily interest is going to be $120.12. And then you just keep re-putting it back, compounding. Let's just go to the 120th day point to see exactly what you actually would have. Remember, this is just the interest. You're going to still get that $10,000 back. So you might as well say $51,370. Well, $380 because it's still 10. And you're making $496 a day. Wow. Just getting to that point. So we're going to build this broke man's plan, and it gets better and better and better. I mean, the further you get, oh, that's 180 days, 6 months. Who can use $1,000 a day? Yeah, that's what I thought. Look at this. And it just keeps going. All you got to, if you keep reinvesting that full amount, you'll keep building it up to the point where Bitconnect is not going anywhere. The coin is getting higher and higher. It's like $211 right now. You're going to just keep going higher and higher, higher and higher. 299 days. You're making $4,000 a day. And this 349, say you get to the point where you have this and you just keep reinvesting this. You don't touch this. You keep the interest. And you just take this and reinvest it. As soon as you get it back, reinvest it. Reinvest it. And this money right here will never stop. 1 year. 769,000. If you even want to get this back and you just want to stop and you just done with it and like, you know, I got enough money. I don't want to do this no more. I'm going to live my life off of $769,000. It's your life too. But why would you take this out when you're making this a day? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. But this is my compounding calculator. You send me an email, I'll send you my a copy of it. I'm using this on Open Office, so it'll work on anything. Oh, somebody spelled my amount wrong. I didn't create the calculator, but I'm gonna fix this amount because it's getting to my nerves just looking at that. What did I just do? Oh, I ain't messed nothing up. Well, anyway, the video is not about this. You get rid of that. Okay, so this is what I'm telling you, my broke man's plan. One more time, real quick. I invested $500. I let it ride until I got 1,000. You can start at 500 and just take $10 out every time. But if you can wait a little while, let it get to 1,000 or 500, you're getting $10 to $15 a day from that, and you can just keep sending it over to Bitconnect. You send it over to Bitconnect. You let it add up over here in this wallet. And after it adds up in this wallet, then we'll start making our $100 loans. And we'll keep drawing interest until we can make enough money to start making bigger loans, until we have more money in there. We do our $100 loans, we'll be happy. And then we'll start moving up to our $1,000 loans. Then we move from the $1,000 loans into our $5,010 loans. And as you know, you're getting interest, extra interest for every time you put this in. It might seem like it's going to take a long time, but it's not. Life changing. But like I said, if you got $10,000 right now, and you just have that to the side, and you're ready to invest, or this is the last investment you're going to make, this is what you need to do. Just drop it in $10 right in Bitconnect, and you'll start making that $100 and something a day. $120 a day. And after the end of 120 days, you get that $10,000 back,